Let's start. Today I'm going to install Klipper in my CR2, CR10S2S Pro. So for that, the first step right now I'm going to use a virtual machine. So I'm using like VMware. I install Linux in a virtual machine. And this could be like a Pi or basically any Linux machine that you can connect a USB device in it. In my case, I'm just doing this to make it easier. Later on, it will be in a Surface Pro 3 that I have laying around. So right now, I'm just doing this to test it out and make everything work fine. So in order to do this process, what I need to do is to follow the guides to install using key AUH. And like I'm saying, I'm not using a Pi, so I'm going to go to the next step. So basically you just copy the commands here. I'm going to split screen this so it's a little bit easier for me. And that does not look good. Remove this. Okay. Now it's a little bit better. Okay, let's say if it works like that. So first thing, install my password. Okay, now it's working. So it's going to update whatever is there. Okay, so Git, it's installed. Next step is to clone. Oh, I'm already paste. Okay, so now we have keyway installed. We can just execute it. So the first step is to install Klipper. So one, the default is recommended. I'm just going to use one instance for now. So it's going to download the packets. It's going to take a little bit to finish. If you're using a Pi, you have a lot of guides. What I would recommend is just to get like a clean image, as you don't need anything great here. Or if you're using something else like a CB1 or some other device, you can just go there and like do the first installation. Again, you have plenty of guides over the internet for those. The Klipper installation is also available over the internet. I'm just recording because I need to do it anyways. The time to install everything will vary according to your internet or the device you are using. Usually Pi 4 will be a little bit fast. If you're using like a laptop, it will be even faster. So I want to add my user to the group. Yes. So Klipper install. Now I'm going to install Moonraker. Install Moonraker. Yes. Again, it's going to download a couple of packets. This version of Linux I'm using, it's Ubuntu. And it's a server version, so it's stripped down of everything. It does not have any interface or anything, so it's pretty good to, if you have like an old machine sitting around or an old laptop, to just have it there. Like the Surface Pro that I'm using, I like it because it has like a touch screen, so I can just install Klipper screen on it, and I can operate the printer directly on it. So Moonraker, it's okay. I want to install Mainsail. It's the interface that I usually do. Yes, let's install the macros. And I want to install CloudNest for webcam. I'm not really use it today, but it's good to be there. Yes. Reboot now. No, I don't want to reboot now. So everything is installed. We have everything that we need. So quit. I will reboot the machine. So now this is not really needed. I just want to make sure everything is okay. So power on the machine again. My username, password. So now I have Klipper installed, so I can just go to the folder. And one thing that I need to do now is connect my machine to this server. So as it's a virtual machine, the USB device, the printer, is connected to the host computer. So I need to make it connect to the, so it's the future device, this one here, it's how it's called by some reason. So connect, it's connect from the host. How do I know it's there? LS USB will show what's there, and it's there. Future technology devices international, it's there. So another thing that you can do is let's dev serial by ID, and you can see the serial number there. So we will need this serial number later. So I'm just, well, I can't copy it from here. So let me just write it down. This is one of the issues of using, well, yeah, I don't have putty here. The way you would do in a server, it's big. Okay. The way you would do is something like this. 192. 168. 461. So you would connect through SSH. This is how you connect to a Pi server. Yeah, you see, I'm at the same place, and now I can ls dev serial by ID. What's this? So now using these, I can copy it here. Let me save this in a notepad somewhere because I'm going to need it later. So using a SSH server, it's something that it's going to, it's how you connect to a Pi server. In my case here, I have the display here. So I can choose which one of the two I want to do. So let's go this way. So now I want to go to the Klipper folder. Make clean, just to make sure we don't have nothing here. Make menu config. So we need to make sure we select the correct CPU here. And according to the docs I have, I should use the AVR 80 mega something. So okay, so it's the one that it's already selected. $25.6, 16. This is the default communication interface. UART0. And I'm going to keep this in the same way. So I'm not going to change anything like that. So quit, save, yes. And now, well, another thing that I can show is that as we are here, we can already connect to this machine through the web interface. So if you come here and go to the web interface, you will see the Klipper there, but of course you don't have any machine configured. Your printer config is here, so you need to actually configure. The machine that I have already have Klipper on it. So if I pass the USB here, it will probably find it already and will stop giving errors, I hope. Yeah, so it found it already. And that it's because I already have Klipper like in that machine. So one thing that you can do here is actually check for updates, just to make sure you have everything in place. Here you have the system update. It's just the system things, and I don't want to upgrade that now because it's going to take a while. So let's go back here. So now that we have here, we can just flash Klipper installation, make, okay. Yeah, so what we want to do, I already did the make menu config, so I just need to do a make. It's going to make the Klipper bin file. So now we need to copy this. It's going to stop the Klipper server. Now you need to copy the make flash device and then copy that USB address that you got before. And write it down. So now it's flashing the printer. And we can start the Klipper server again. So I will just power down the printer to make sure the new firmware is installed. And again, as you can see, when I turn it off, it lost communication. I can just restart Klipper and see if it's going to connect. So it connected with the machine. So this is halfway done. What we have here is that we have Klipper installed, we have the machine flashed. Now we just need to configure this printer by Dezu, a user in GitHub, already have this file, which is the configuration file for this printer. So I'm going to copy everything that he put here and drop it in my printer config file. So you come here to your printer config, you see everything here. Just going to paste it here and then make sure okay, MCU. So this I'm going to cut and put it above because this is what we need. Remove this comment, we don't need it anymore, or you can leave it there. So let's just do a check here. Probe, save these on, mesh, respond. This is something that he did, and I'm not going to do in mine because this is for display. So if you want to look at his site, his GitHub, I'm getting the configuration for here, but if you come here, he will actually provide a Klipper fork that can make the display from the printer to work. And I'm not going to do that because I don't use the printer display and I'm not going to use it in the future. So I just don't care about that. So I'm just commenting this. But if you want, just go to his GitHub and everything, and like get what he's like did there. He has pretty good instructions there as well. So I'm going to enable disable variables because I know that I'm going to need it later. Yeah, that's I don't need. So, okay. So for now, let's save and restart and see if the print is going to connect. And by some reason, it didn't. What I did wrong. So serial. Oh, I copied his serial, right? Copy. Oh, it's that. Oh no, mine it's 5. Yeah, it was different. So let's save and restart. So now it connected. Let's see. I'm going to go. You can go to the dashboard. Then you can see the printer. Let me change now to another view here. Let me see. Split screen with the printer. Yeah, and let me move this a little bit here. So what I will try to do now is to home the Z, the X. Okay, it homed fine. Now I'm going to home the Y. It's homed. And now let's home the Z. When you're doing this, make sure you put your hands on the emergency stop or to turn off the printer, because if you have any configuration wrong, you can just stop whatever is doing and you don't damage your printer. It's going to go there. Yeah, found it. So it's okay. Now I'm going to test the extruder. Let me just see if it's going to heat up. Yeah, looks like it's heating up. Okay, turn it off. Now heating the bed, 60. Yeah, looks like it's heating up. No problem so far. I didn't test the extruder. That will be a little bit more like complicated. I need to put like a filament in there and everything. So I'm not going to do that now. And now you need to go through the regular process to configuring the printer. There is actually a pretty good Alice tuning guide forum. Yeah, you can see here. This is done by Alice. I don't know the person, but you can come here and it's for a Voron printing, but there is a lot of things here that you want to do that it's like a similar to any printer that you have. So for example, if you're going to calibrate the extruder and all that, it's here. You can just like follow her surface, like her explanation, like build surface, first layer squish. She will like provide the test printer and also whatever else you need to check everything. So I would recommend going through all this process and setting everything up. I already did most of this, so I already have like another server that have let me see if I can. I don't remember. I think it's this one. Let me see. Yeah. So this is my main server. I have like two printers here. So I already have a bunch of files here that were already like calibrated. So I'm just going to import them here because I'm not going to go through that process again. If in the future someone needs me to do something like that, just let me know. So this, I have the adaptive mesh as well here. So this file here, you can just download and import. I'm just going to create them again. So adaptive bed mesh. Add it here, save and close. And the other one, it's my macro file. .cfg. And save and restart. So for the most part, this printer is configured for me. So I can just